Friends, now we will see most important definition of a tree. For example, the terminology is here given. Observe the terminology for trees has botanical and genealogical origins. Suppose that T is a rooted tree. If V is a vertex in T other than the root, the parent of V is the unique vertex U, such that there is a directed edge from U to V. Okay, so that means we have a directed edge from U to V, then U is called the parent of V. Observe here in the graph given. Okay, we'll see the diagram there later. Now we have to verify that one, whether there is a unique path or not. Then U is called the parent of V. If V is, then V is called as a child of U. These are the definitions of parent and child. And vertices with the same parent are called siblings. The ancestors of a vertex other than the root are the vertices in the path from the root to this vertex. So excluding the vertex itself and including the root. Okay, that is, observe its parent and its parent's parent and so on until the root is reached. All those are called ancestors. The descendants means of a vertex V are those vertices that have V as the observe as an ancestor, and a vertex of a rooted tree is called a leaf if it has no children. Leaf, when we will call leaf, it has no children. Vertices that have children are called internal vertices. Okay, only be not root and not the leaf. So between all the vertices are there, those are called as the internal vertices. The root is an internal vertex unless it is the only vertex in the graph, in which case it is a leaf. If A is a vertex in a tree, the subtree with A as its root is the subgraph of the tree consisting of A and its descendants and all edges incident to these descendants. Now observe, we will observe here in a rooted tree with root A. Okay, so shown in figure 5, find the parent of C, children of G, the siblings of H, all ancestors of E, all descendants of B, all internal vertices and all leaves. What is the subtree rooted at G? Now we will see here with the above example. The parent of C is B. Observe here, the parent of C is B in the rooted tree T here. So in figure 5, observe here in figure 5 only you have to find out. Now what is the parent of C here? Observe you here, parent of C is B here. Okay, because C is connected, okay, above with B only. So this is the directed route from B to C. So that's why B is the parent of C. Now you can observe here any parent you can find out. What is the parent of B here? Parent of B is A. Now parent of F is A. Parent of G is A. Like that you have to find out. Now what is the parent of K here? Observe, you can observe parent of K is H only. Okay, not others, because K is directed, I mean there is a path directed to that vertex. Okay, so adjacent to that vertex immediately to the above, not below. Okay, now parent of I is G, parent of L is J, parent of M is also J. Okay, so like that we will call the parent. Now next we will find the children's. How we will find the children's? For example, children's of G, you can observe children's of G are Hij. Observe, there is a directed route from G to these vertices. So that's why these are called the children, Hij. Of course, F is not a children of G and C is not a children of G, because there is no directed route from G to C. Observe. Okay, you have to go below only, not above you have to go. Okay, so G to H we are going downwards, G to I we are going downwards, G to J we are going downwards. You can observe here G to K is also there is a path, but in between that H is there. So only in immediate children is H only. That's why we'll take the children of G is H only, not K. Of course L and M. Okay, so like that they are called as children. How we will find the children, we'll seeing in the example. Now the siblings of HR. Observe, what are the siblings of HR? Okay, where is H here? Observe, how to find out the siblings of HR. Okay, so H here. Observe, what is the parent of H here? G. Then the remaining children of G are what? I and J. You can observe here. That means the siblings of H is nothing but the I and J only here. Okay, so like that we have to find out the siblings. Siblings is nothing but, in our relationship also we'll say what are the siblings? Neighbors. Siblings means we'll say our brothers, sisters, like that. Okay, so we'll call those are siblings. Here also siblings is nothing but which one is the parent of that particular vertex, then the remaining children of that particular vertex of a parent, then those are called the siblings of that particular vertex. So here H siblings are I and J, because for all these vertices G is the only one parent. That's why we will call it as I and J are siblings. Now in the next one, the ancestors of E are C, B and A. Ancestors of E. How we will find out ancestors of E? Now observe in this graph how we will finding the ancestors of E here. Observe, what is the parent of E? Here C. Now C parent is B, B parent is A. So up to rooted vertex will go from this vertex to the root vertex, from the process above, not below. Okay, so all these are nothing but ancestors. We will call ancestors is nothing but we'll say the elders in our family, grandfather, father, like that. Okay, so all these are ancestors. Now observe here, C, B, A are all ancestors of E, not others. Okay, like this we will find out the ancestors of E. And the descendants of B are, how we will find out the descendants of B here? Okay, observe the descendants of B are, how we are finding the descendants? Descendants means whatever the vertices are there below that vertex. Okay, so with the same path only, in that same direction only, so we will take all those vertices are nothing but descendants. Now observe, below B what is the vertices are there? C. And below C, D, and of course E is also there. So C, D, E are called the descendants of B. Then the internal vertices are, okay, how we will find out the internal vertices? A, B, C, G, H and J are the internal vertices. Okay, so observe A, B, C, G, H, J. A, B, C, G, H, J. So why we are finding only these are internal vertices? Internal vertices means you can observe here those vertices are internal only. They should not I mean they have another vertex as an adjacent. Okay, if you take any vertex, then some other vertex is there to adjacent to that one below. Okay, if for example leaves are there, we can define the leaves later. So if any vertex is leave, then we cannot call it as internal vertex. Okay, so all the internal vertices are observed here. A is the internal vertex, B is the internal vertex, and C is the internal vertex. And of course G is the internal vertex, H is the internal vertex, and J is the internal vertex. Now you observe D is not internal vertex, because after this D there is no vertex adjacent to this one. There is no descendants of D, and of course there is no descendants of E, and K, L, I, M, like that. Of course F also. For these vertices there are no descendants. That's why they are not called what we will call not internal vertices. Okay, if we will call a vertex is internal, means there should have an descendant, then only it is called as internal vertices. Now observe in this graph, F is leaf because there is no descendant for this one, so we'll call it as a leaf. Okay, so observe D, there is no descendant for this one, then D is called leaf. Of course, E, K, I, L, M, these are called leaves. Leaf is nothing but there is no descendant for that particular vertex, then that is called as a leaf. Okay, observe internal vertex means there should be a descendant vertex, then only that is called as a internal vertex. Then internal and leaves are opposite in nature, we will say, if we will call like that. Okay, so observe all those are descendant leaves. Okay, now the subtree rooted tree G is shown in the figure 6 is the observe subtree. Now if we omit the from A to G edge, then what is the remaining subgraph from G to all the remaining edges and vertices we are taken, so that is called as a subtree with rooted G. Thank you.